Hi guys, welcome to Sammy's Garage. So I did a local Craigslist haul. So here's my two PCs I brought home. I figured maybe you're curious about it too. So the first PC we got, let's see, Asrock motherboard, and I believe the CPU is FX8350. And let's see, we got a Corsair AIO 120. And for case fans, we got like 4 Antec case fans. Video card is looks like it's an XFX HD 6950, and looks like it uses 2 6-pin power plugs. Power supply that came with it is I don't know what this is. I think it's Seasonic. Yeah, it's a Seasonic, and that's the model. N12 bronze. I'm guessing it's 450 watts. And let's see, for motherboard, looks like we got a pretty nice motherboard here. It looks like it's a Asrock full size ATX, and it's got a digital display there for error codes, so you know it can't be too shabby, right? I'm not positive. I think it's called the Asrock Fatality or Fatality, whatever you want to call that. Let's see, I don't see a model number on it, so yeah, sorry guys, I don't know what the model number is. I don't see it anywhere etched unless it's below the video card. So oh yeah, I'm sorry, there it is. Okay, yeah, 970 Extreme 4. Yeah, I don't know much about AMD motherboards, but yeah, I think that's a pretty upper tier motherboard, right? 970 Extreme 4. It can't be too shabby because, like I say, it's got this digital readout right there. So it's definitely not some bummy OEM board, bro. Bruh. Yeah, so yeah, 970 Extreme has digital readout. I don't know exact number, but that's all I can see here. Asrock 970 Extreme 4 with digital readout. So yeah, I think this was a good worthy pick of a classic board here. Oh yeah, and for RAM sticks we got 32 gigs, DDR3, 1600 megahertz. And the brand is called Corsair Vengeance. Yeah. So let me see. Anything else here? Yeah. And it's mounted in a classic Corsair Spec 01 case, I think it's called. You know, and it's got that acrylic window. So I think that's it on that build. Okay. And then on the second build that the dude hooked me up with is his second PC. I think this one was his main PC, I think. And this, but he says like this is his special PC because it's got the really expensive airbrushed aluminum case. I think he said it was a Lian airbrushed aluminum case. It's got this swing door here. It's got a swing door. Isn't that funny? And there's a DVD drive, of course, and a floppy drive. And what else? So the specs on this bad boy, for power supply, I'm not sure, but I think it's a EVGA 450. And for cooler, we got a classic Cooler Master 212. And for RAM sticks, I believe this is I can't see what those gold ones are, but the black RAM sticks are, let's see, Gskill Sniper. Yeah, Gskill Sniper. Yeah, DDR3 1600, and it's a 16 gig kit. And I believe that gold kit is a 8 gig kit, so it's actually 24. It's kind of mismatched, so we'll have to fix that later. No biggie. And for motherboard, Yeah, this is definitely a lower tier than the other one, but still not that shabby. Here's the model number if you're wondering. Gigabyte GA 990 FXA-UD5. Gigabyte GA-990 FXA-UD5. So I assume 990 means the chipset, and the other board was a 970 Extreme 4 chipset. So I don't know, if I had to guess, these boards were built around the same time. I don't know, you tell me. I'm new to AMD boards, so I don't know. Let's see what else we got here. For cases, we got one tiny 80mm exhaust fan on the back end. It's kind of funny, right? And on the front of the case, we got two 80mm case fans. Yeah, looks like the brand is Arctic. Yeah, the brand is Arctic. Yeah, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for these two hauls. Yeah, I was lucky. I just saw them on Chicago Craigslist local, and yeah, as soon as I saw it, I got lucky before somebody else got ahead of me. So plan right now, I guess the plan is I'll whip out my air compressor, and with my air gun I'll blow them both out. Then I'll take it all apart. Then I'll take them to the bathtub inside the house, and I'll give it a good hot soap and wash, and then I'll bring it back out here and I'll let it air dry, and then yeah, then we'll start putting it back together. I'll probably I'll probably just put these in different cases to make them look modern. I picked up a Gamdias case from Micro Center here in Chicago, and I also picked up a Cooler Master case from Micro Center. So that's the idea. And I'll probably the old Corsair case, I'll probably just put that on Craigslist. Maybe somebody needs it. And I think I'll hold on to the brushed aluminum case just for fun, just in case. I don't plan on really using this case, but I think it's worth maybe like a couple bucks, because I think anything that's brushed aluminum is kind of expensive. It kind of reminds me of like a barbecue grill that's aluminum brushed, or a refrigerator, or my stove. That's what it kind of reminds me of. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's too bad you don't really get that option nowadays. All brushed aluminum inside and out. The whole thing is yeah, pretty. The entire inside and outside is all brushed aluminum, so it's pretty cool. Well, that's it for right now. Happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody, and I hope you all guys are enjoying your weekend. Stay tuned, and later on, when I have time, I'll make some videos once everything is cleaned up, and maybe we'll do some. I'll show you the complete build in the new cases, and oh yeah, for video cards. So for video cards, if anybody's wondering, I looked at the benchmarks of the FX8350 or 8320, or you know, so you're looking, you know, I'm more familiar with Intel, so these, it runs somewhere between first generation i7 870 and second generation i7 Sandy Bridge, i7 2600 Sandy Bridge. So it's pretty slow, I guess. So i7 870, between i7 870 and i7 2600 Sandy Bridge, second gen. So first gen and second gen, that's kind of where these CPUs fall. And what else? Oh yeah, it does have a bunch of modern CPU instruction sets, so it's definitely more modern than Core 2 Quad, right? So I think most games even now should run on these old CPUs. Of course, at lower frame rate, lower resolution, blah 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 blah. And for video cards, I'm thinking something with 8 gigabytes of video cards. They have 8 gigabytes. So like if you like Nvidia, I'm thinking like 1070 Ti, 1080, right? And then what else? Or just a modern 3050 8 gigabyte. That's a pretty modern card, but it's pretty slow, so that should work with this older CPU. And for Radeon, you got more options. For Radeon, you got 478, 488, 578, 588. Then as you the next generations, well, sure, you can do Vega, you can do Radeon 56, Radeon 64, and then above that you got RX 5500, RX 5500 XT. Then you got 5600, 5600 XT, 5700 XT. Then finally you got 6600. And I think the top end you really want to go with these older computers is the one right after 6600, 6650 XT. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to go to Microsoft and just get a brand new video card, just pick up a 6600 or 6650 XT. And what's nice about those last two cards is they only use a single 8-pin video card power plug. So since, like, for example, these power supplies are 450, I think it's 450, yeah, 450 or 500, right? So they're kind of like weak, bummy power supplies. So you know, to be safe, you want to look at 6-pin video card plugs or 8-pin video card plugs. So 8-pin is yeah, an 8-pin is also 580, 570, 1070. All those use a single 8-pin. And some of the RX 5000 uses a single 8-pin. And like I said, ideally, if you go to Microsoft, just pick up a 6600 or 6650 XT. They're both 8 gigabytes. They both have a single 8-pin. Just plug them into these old computers, install Windows 10 or 11. Boom, out you go. So I think that's all. If you want to look at benchmarks, so there's already thousands and thousands of benchmarks on YouTube right now. So just put FX8350, enter a video card that you like, and enter the video game, and there's like thousands and thousands, I think tens of thousands of gaming benchmarks on these CPUs. And for CPU, you put down FX8350, FX8320, 8300, or the one below that is, I believe, the FX6300. Yeah, so, and the cost of those CPUs are like from, I don't know, $10 up to $60. You know, you can check eBay right now, but yeah, these CPUs aren't really cheap either. I guess because they're just not as common. And the problem with these boards, you know, they don't have no, it's not like Intel that you can find a cheap Xeon. You can't find a cheap Xeon equivalent. There's no such thing, at least not that I know of. So you're stuck buying retail FX chips, right? You know, because like a first gen Intel, we could go with some Xeon X3470, 60 for like, I think $10 now, $20. But you don't have those options on FX. So yeah, you have to spend a little bit more money. So I think that's enough for this episode. And yeah, I'll like I say, I'll clean them all up, wash them, dry them, put them back together, and hopefully they all still work. And if they still work, then I'll upload a video on some benchmarks. And yeah, of course, we'll try it with an RX 580, and I already ordered an RX 5600. That's on its way, so we'll try those two cards and see what kind of performance we get. Okay, that's it. Have a nice Memorial Day weekend. Bye, everybody. Ciao.